Hello, student. This is Dr. Saud Malik here, and I'm starting one of the most interesting topic in the chemistry, which is for the standard of 12th as well as very important from the NEET point of view. So this chapter is very famous by the name of the coordination compound. So we are starting it today, and we will start it with the introduction of these kind of the compounds. So first of all, we will clear what are they. Basically, coordination compound are a special class of the compound. They are very special molecules, a special class of the compound. Remember that. And why are they special? Because of their structure and the importance they have in our life. If you will see them, they are basically having a central metal atom, a central metal atom, all right, which is surrounded by some ions or molecules beyond to their normal valency, surrounded by, that is very important line, you should clear that in your mind, surrounded by some ions or molecules. That is very critical line. You must be getting it. If not, so I would like to give an illustration over here. For example, that is the central atom, which is metal, and it is surrounded by different kind of the surrounding things in it. For example, like that, you can draw in this way. For example, I'm drawing it and showing that by different lines over here. And these things are different kind of they may be molecules or they may be ions. It doesn't matter what are they. That will be discussed in the detail. So that is the basic structure in which metal is in the center. As you can see that is the metal atom, which is surrounded by the other red color of the things I'm showing here. This is their structure. So that is, and beyond to their normal valency, that word is very important in it, that these things will connect with it beyond to its normal valency. So clear this meaning. What is the meaning of that? For example, if something is having a normal valency of the 4, and 4 means that it is giving a chance to the 4 things to be around it, but it may get more than that. So that is the beyond to the normal valency, right? They are known as the coordination compound. So basically, that is the introduction of them. And most of the time, students are not aware of the importance of their study. Why we are studying these things over here? Obviously, with the time, you will learn so many things about these kind of molecules, which has a kind of the arrangement for the supporting life as well as the other things. Like hemoglobin is one of the classical example of the coordination compound, which is very common in the animals. Beside that, chlorophyll is another example, right? Chlorophyll is also the example that is also known as the biomolecules. Vitamin B12 is also something which is in the coordination compounds category. So we need to be very, very cautious for the study of these all things. Obviously, we need a basic knowledge about the coordination compound. All right. So most of the time, students are not getting the idea about their structures. So what is the basic structure of them and what is the basic arrangement of the things around it? That's all we will clear with it. But the most important part during this study is that students are getting very much confused about the structure of the double salt with the coordination compound. That is very important. So before going towards it, I would like to give some example to show you the difference between the double salt as well as the coordination compound. Okay, so I'm taking the first example over here. That is more salt. That is more salt. Formula for this compound is that Fe SO4. Okay, it is connected with NH4. Two units are here, and SO4 dot 6H2O. That is one of the example. Okay, it is a double salt. That is not a coordination compound. Similarly, potash alum, that is also a double salt. It is K2SO4 Al2SO4 three units are here, and 24H2O. It's a group of the compound. Many of them you can observe around you. But why are they double salt? Obviously, if you will see them, if you will mix them in the water, for example, if I'll mix this in the water, I'm talking about this more salt. If I'll dissolve it into the water, that will break into the respective ions. And these ions like Fe2 plus, right? Beside that, it will produce 2NH4, right? Plus ion. They are also the positive ion. Along with that, SO4 2 minus ion. So these things are the product of it along with 6H2O. So that is the breakup of this more salt in when we are dissolving it into the water. So this is only the difference amongst them. If you will see that double salt exists only in the solid state and they dissociates into ion in the aqueous solution, as we can see over here. This is the characteristic of the double salt. It is dissociating in the respective ions. But this thing won't be possible in case of the coordination compound. All right. So that is the biggest difference amongst them. They lost their identity in the solution. I'm talking about the double salt. They will not remain more than as the double salt when they will go into the water. But the coordination compound will remain as it is. So basically, we can divide these things into the different differences. For example, 4 and 5 differences we can mark over here. So I would like to give you an idea about these differences over here. So what are these differences going to be? Let me tell you over here. The first difference, I'm first of all marking the two things over here. This is about the double salt I'm writing over here. And the other side, I'm writing something about the coordination compound. All right. In this way, we can keep them in two different lines, two different parts to differentiate them well, to understand them well. So first thing, double salt exists only, the first thing, they exist only in solid state. Remember that. They exist only in solid state. And as I told you before on the previous screen that about the more salt, right? And dissociate into ions when we will create aqueous solution of them. Dissociate into ions, okay? When make a aqueous solution, make an aqueous solution. So this is their important identification thing The same thing, if you will observe in case of the coordination compound, they also exist in the solid state as well as in the liquid state. Okay, so exist in both states. Remember that that may be solid and that may be aqueous or the liquid form, because during the aqueous formation they do not break into the respective ion. The second thing is that they lose their identity. Okay, that is very important when mix in water or any solvent, but they do not. So this is the difference in between them. And double salt metal exhibit their normal valency. Specifically about the metal, as I told you, metal, they show their specific normal valency, right? In case of the double salt. But in case of the coordination compound, metals do not show that kind of the normal valency. Okay. In case of the coordination compound, they show more than the normal valency. All right. More than normal valency. That thing we will discuss in the upcoming sessions, that how that thing will take place. So these are the basic three difference amongst them. So in this video we cover that particular thing about the coordination compound, the introduction as well as the difference in the double salt as well as coordination compound. Hope it get clear to you. Thank you so much.